Okay, I forgot one important aspect in my last video, and that is what if something goes wrong. So here we have a fetch call, it worked, you saw data, but there's mistakes that could be made. So there could be any number of mistakes, or the server could be down or whatever, but we want to make sure that something happens if we did something wrong. So let's get rid of the S and see what happens when we run this this file. So we got here hello, and then we got hey, failed to load, resource the server responded with a status of 404, and we get a console log for message not found. So actually I think it did go to this. So I think I need to fake this a different way, maybe like that. Okay, cool. We got failed to fetch type error. So we want to be able to handle those errors, and the way that we handle it is we can chain onto our promise a dot catch, and this typically goes at the end, and it's a callback for any errors that happen up here. So if any errors happen, we want to catch that error and do something with it. In this case, I'm just going to log the error. So now we're actually logging it, and if we wanted to, we could potentially handle that error in some meaningful way. But depending on the API, sometimes you might not get back a response. I think we're still getting back we still got back a response when I spelt repo wrong. But sometimes you'll get nothing, and you'll be wondering, what's wrong? Well, if you don't have a dot catch, you might not figure out what's wrong. So it's important to handle errors when you're doing API calls, so that if something goes wrong, you're made well aware of it. So that's what I want to cover. The next video, we'll talk about the newer syntax of how this, of how we can make API calls without having to do this this chaining. So I'll see you then.